Hello Darts Nutz, welcome to Darts Review channel. I've got another set from the recent SHOT launch, and these were sent to me from SHOT Darts, and it's part of their Pro Player Pro Series range of the, let's see if I can get the pronunciation right, HAUPAI PUHA, we'll call him Hopes for short. And another nice looking dart. I think it's slightly front weighted, so it might be nice for me. At first, when I looked at it, I thought it was a straight barrel, but it looks a very subtle front weighted style. So I'm looking forward to trying them. So let's check them out. So the darts are only available in 24 gram. It's the version 2.0, the 90% tungsten. There is no soft tip, and the retail for £79.95. So again, it comes in the SHOT slimline cardboard packaging, and as you can see, HAUPAI PUHA Hopes. I still haven't got a clue whether I'm saying his name right. Probably aren't, but never mind. I tried. So inside you got this foam inlay holding everything in place, and they come supplied with what look to be the tau carbon stems in between size, and you've got the small standard shot flights, which is I think used on all the Pro Series player darts. Darts fit with a black quarter point, and as mentioned, it's a front weighted style, a torpedo shaped barrel, so it's wider at the front and then tapering thinner to the rear, and got a nice black tie coating on. So you got a fairly wide tapered nose there, and then you got a mix of rings, these fairly wide ones with the notches cut through, and then the thin rings, which I think were the ones that were on his previous darts, them kind of like fine grooves. And apart from the nose and the rear, there's only that small ring there, which is smooth, so a good level of grip for most of the dart, maybe around medium or maybe slightly above. And there's the player's name etched on there, Hopes. But it's usually the kind of dart that I like as a front gripper, so hopefully it'll be a nice one when I come to throw it. And they're fitted with the tau carbon in between stems and the SHOT small standard flights, which have got a slight see-through effect. So you've got a tapered nose there, and then you've got these kind of like chunky, slightly beveled rings with the notches in, and then some very fine thin ring and groove with a kind of a scallop ring in between. And that is pretty much the same pattern repeating along, apart from that smooth ring there. And then on the very end, it's a mix of the thin ring and groove with them kind of scalloped rings. And then as you get right at the end, you've got a smooth section with the Hopes name and the SHOT logo. So there you go, that's the super close look at the HAUPAI PUHA. That's fit with a black coat 29mm point. You've got a tapered nose that's smooth, 4.6mm, and then you've got a mix of the wide rings with the notches, and then the very fine rings and the kind of curved scalloped rings in between, 21mm in total. And then you've got a single smooth ring, 2mm wide, and then on the rear section it's the very fine rings and the curved rings mixed up. That's 14.4mm. Smooth section on the end of the barrel, 6mm. Length is 48mm. Widest is 6.9mm. .09 grams. 24.09 grams again. Ooh, couldn't make its mind up there. 24.08, so almost perfect. Full setup, 25.64 grams. Here's the balance with nothing attached, and with the supplied setup. And this is the balance with medium in between short nylon stems and standard flights. maybe just slightly above medium, 5.5 at most. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. I've just been looking there, they're actually quite similar to my Harrow's Predator in the terms of the shape of the barrel. Now, these are actually my second throw. The first throw, I'll put a picture up on the screen. I actually threw them further than the hockey, because usually when I do my photographs and that, when I finish the photographs, if I've got a few sets to do, I just stand here, pick them up off my table and throw them, and they all went in the 25. So that's the picture that you see on the screen. I thought that must have been a fluke, that. But it's definitely got that nice front weighted feel, which I like, and like I say, it is quite similar feeling to the Predator, so it just feels alright to me. Not massively grippy, but there's a little bit of edginess off the thin rings and that. It's close on the other two. One more try from the front and then I'll try the midsection. But yeah, it's about the kind of style of barrel that I do often like. Oh, it's quite nice actually. I think personally I may want a little bit more grip, but having said that, my old Predators are probably about the same level of grip now as what these are, maybe even a little bit less. It's certainly not bad. So the midsection, I think it's kind of just around where that smooth ring is. So we'll see what that feels like. Actually went through the air dead smooth, but not quite where I wanted it to go. That doesn't feel too bad at all actually. One more try from there, then I'll try the rear section. So it'll be fine whether you're a front mid or rear grip, I think. It's fairly, I would say maybe like a medium level grip. Maybe the front half is a little bit more grippy than the rear, but the rears are slightly different because it doesn't have them rings with the notches in. But we'll try the rear section. Yeah. Again, that feels nice and balanced, but like I always say, you have to be into your front weighted darts, so if you are, then I think it'll work for any grip. Gone off on that one. One more go. I kind of get frustrated when I'm trying from the rear grip because I almost get to the point where it feels as if it's going to come out my fingers right, and then I don't know what I do then. Sometimes it goes off at a funny angle, but when I get it going right, like that one just went perfect. Yeah, rather nice balance to this, but maybe people who don't need much grip, it'll probably be fine for you, but I don't think the front half is too bad. Around about medium level. Personally, I'd probably want just a touch more myself, but it didn't have any problems like slipping or anything. It just felt okay. But again, because it's like that front weighted style, as a front gripper, for me, the balance is really good. And like I say, it feels very similar to the Harrow's Predator, which is probably my favourite dart. It's the one that I've done the best with, I think, over the years since I first got them. Although the grip on them is starting to wear down, and like I say, it probably feels about the same level of grip as what these are now. But a nice dart, but obviously the players' darts from Shot tend to be a little bit more pricey. I think that's because they have to support the player, and that's fair enough, but that's how it is. Anyway, another nice barrel from Shot. I'll leave you with the gallery so you can have a better look at them, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy darting.